Hello, and welcome to our fourth live paint-along. It's Portrait Artist of the Week.
So lovely to see you. Thanks for being with us.
Nice to see you, Kate, even though you haven't returned my last 3 texts.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
How do you feel about being on the other end of the gaze?
Good, thanks, Joan. I'm very comfortable with every end of the gaze.
Got great versatility.
You said it.
Like to begin, you can now pose, Robert.
Strike the pose.
Robert, do you know how to Vogue?
Oh gosh, no.
Aren't you gay, though?
Is it supposed to be? Do I have to keep the same facial expression?
Yes, and unless I make a funny joke, and then you can laugh.
I saw you just taking a big step back there. Were you trying to get a bit of perspective on your drawing so far?
No, a bee just flew in. I was trying to get away from it.
Oh, of course, that's what you're doing. Yeah. Talk to us a bit about the reasoning behind that.
I wanted to sting me.
Yeah, very fun. She would like to know what your favorite medium is.
Good question. I love the Long Island medium, Zoltar from Big, and Darren Brown. Anything with a crystal ball, basically, I'm into.
Curious, would you recommend that to people if they're just starting out? Their particular medium you might suggest?
No, crystal balls are pretty advanced. I'd start off with a light Ouija board, maybe some tarot.
Yeah, of course. Really interesting because they serve a very practical function.
I'm not sure that's true.
Interested in as well is we're having these lovely chats and we're all really enjoying them, but you're very sweet. Oh, damn you for making it look so easy. So I'm going to be sat here watching you with everybody else.
It's sort of slightly perverse in a way.
You look quietly sort of beautifully threatening, I reckon.
I like to think positively, so I just said beautiful.
How do you decide what colour is going to work?
I use eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
So quite technical. And do you do all that preparation yourself?
No, I actually have a whole factory of elves, just outside of shop. I'm like the love child of Santa and Warhol.
Impressive. So when you first look at a head that you're going to do a portrait of, is there one particular thing that you look at to sort of start you off? Is it the eyes, or is it the proportions, or is it the shape?
I'd say the aura.
And how important is it for you to get to know your sitter in advance? I mean, did you do any research on Robert?
Who's Robert?
I'm sort of interested about whether, what your intuitive reaction is to somebody when you first meet them, and if whether you like them kind of somehow interferes or affects the outcome of the portrait.
Yeah, hatred actually fuels my artistic energy, so I have a really good feeling about today.
Do you go to galleries?
Nah, I hate art.
That level of kind of exhibitionism just makes me want to vomit.
So you don't like exhibitionism at an exhibit?
Well, my art teacher, he said to me, I'll never forget it, in 60 years of teaching, I have never seen anyone as bad as you.
Yeah, that sounds personal. Maybe he just didn't like you.
Robert, what's the verdict?
I think it's extraordinary. It's mesmerising. He seems to sort of have captured something about me which I could never have sort of imagined, really.
Are you happy? Are you happy?
Oh, thanks for asking that, Kathleen. I've actually been pretty depressed recently, and when people ask, are you okay? It's like they don't really want to know.
So that's it for today. We hope that you've all enjoyed painting along. The Judgmentals cannot wait to see all your portraits of Robert. Remember to submit them by 2 p.m. this Friday on Instagram using the hashtag MyPAOTW. But in the meantime, happy painting. Goodbye.